It all started with the promise. A future where diesel-powered trucks were obsolete, replaced by sleek, zero-emission semis running on hydrogen and electricity. Investors saw a gold mine. The media hailed it as the next big thing in clean energy, and at the center of it all was Trevor Milton, a charismatic founder who could sell a vision like no other. His company, Nikola Corporation, positioned itself as the Tesla of trucking, vowing to revolutionize the industry with cutting-edge technology. With flashy prototypes, big-name partnerships, and bold claims of groundbreaking innovations, Nikola seemed destined to reshape transportation as we knew it, but behind the scenes, cracks were forming. What began as an exciting clean energy dream soon unraveled into one of the most shocking corporate scandals in recent history. Fraud allegations, a bombshell Hindenburg Research report, and SEC investigations exposed a company built more on hype than substance. And at the heart of it all, Milton himself, spinning a story that turned out to be more fiction than fact. So, how did Nikola go from a Wall Street sensation to a cautionary tale of deception and downfall? Let's dive into the story, from the electric dreams that fueled its rise to the shocking revelations that brought it all crashing down. Trevor Robert Milton, born April 6, 1982 in Layton, Utah, wasn't your typical tech founder. He wasn't an engineer or a scientist. He was a salesman, a master storyteller who knew how to sell a dream. A college dropout with big ambitions and even bigger promises, he founded Nikola Motor Company in 2014 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Inspired by the legendary innovator Nikola Tesla, Milton set out to revolutionize the trucking industry with hydrogen and battery electric semi-trucks, a cleaner, more efficient future where diesel engines would become obsolete. From the start, Nikola's marketing was nothing short of electrifying. Milton didn't just talk about innovation, he made people believe in it. The company's first major moment came in December 2016, when it unveiled the Nikola One, a hydrogen electric semi-truck that Milton claimed was fully functional and ready to change the world. And when I say unveiled, I don't mean a simple press event. I mean a full-blown spectacle. Dramatic lighting, a pumped-up crowd, and Milton standing on stage, exuding confidence as he made jaw-dropping promises. This truck would outperform diesel, charge faster than electric, and cut transportation costs like never before. Investors and the media went wild. The futuristic design, bold performance claims, and a promise of zero emissions made Nikola feel like the next big thing in clean energy transportation. Milton leaned into the hype, constantly posting updates, teasing breakthroughs, and fueling excitement. Social media buzzed, and soon, Nikola was being compared to Tesla. Investors lined up, eager to throw money at what seemed like a game-changing company. For a while, it looked like Nikola was on the verge of revolutionizing trucking. Milton was the face of it all, a visionary leader promising to reshape an entire industry. And at that moment, nobody was questioning whether those big promises were too good to be true. However, in 2020, Nikola made its grand entrance onto Wall Street in the most dramatic way possible. A SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company merger. Unlike traditional IPOs, which is initial public offerings, this backdoor method let Nikola go public fast, and the results were nothing short of staggering. The company's valuation soared past $30 billion, even briefly eclipsing Ford, despite the fact that Nikola had yet to deliver a single truck. But that didn't matter, investors were hooked on the vision. Trevor Milton, ever the showman, doubled down on the hype. He flooded social media with bold promises, gave high-energy interviews, and painted Nikola as the next Tesla, only this time for trucks. The buzz was electric, and Wall Street couldn't get enough. Then came the game-changing moment in September. General Motors announced a $2 billion deal to produce Nikola's Badger pickup truck. Not only would GM handle the manufacturing, but they'd also supply battery and fuel cell technology, essentially giving Nikola instant credibility. Investors took this as a massive vote of confidence, and the market responded accordingly. At this point, Nikola wasn't just a promising startup, it was being treated like a serious Tesla competitor. Everything seemed to be lining up for Milton and his ambitious trucking empire, with his futuristic models like the Nikola One, unveiled in 2016, was supposed to be a hydrogen-powered semi-truck with 1,000 horsepower and 1,200 miles of range. It promised to outperform diesel trucks. Nikola's second hydrogen semi, the Nikola II, was designed as a refined production-ready version of the one. Nikola Badger 2020, a battery electric and hydrogen pickup that was hyped to rival Tesla, Rivian, and Ford, it promised 600 miles of range and 906 horsepower. The Nikola Tre, built with Iveco, and came in two versions. BEV delivered in late 2021 with 350-mile range and a 645 horsepower. And the FCEV promised 500 miles of range, but delays slowed production with only a few delivered in 2023. And now on to the fun stuff. As the saying goes, that not all that glitters is gold. The excitement around Nikola came crashing down in September 2020 when Hindenburg Research dropped a bombshell report. The short-selling firm accused Nikola of being an intricate fraud built on dozens of lies, and they had receipts, most especially a video. The shocking revelations? The Nikola One truck, the very symbol of the company's future, wasn't operational. That viral promotional video showing the truck in motion, it wasn't driving under its own power. It was simply rolling downhill on a remote stretch of road powered by gravity. But that was just the beginning. The report also exposed that Nikola's key hydrogen fuel technology didn't actually exist. Despite Milton's grand claims, instead of developing industry-changing breakthroughs in-house, Nikola relied on third-party technology while pretending to be an innovation powerhouse. The fallout was immediate and devastating. As the shocking allegations spread, Nikola's stock price took a nosedive, dropping 40% in just days. Investors who had once seen Nikola as the next Tesla now faced the grim possibility that they had been sold a fantasy. Regulators wasted no time. Both the SEC and the DOJ launched investigations into Nikola and its founder, Trevor Milton, scrutinizing whether he had misled investors with false claims about the company's technology. Milton, once hailed as an industry disruptor, was now at the center of a growing scandal. The dream he had built, one of hydrogen-powered innovation and limitless potential, was falling apart piece by piece. Was hydrogen trucking ever a reality? Now, before we dive deeper into the Nikola saga, let's pause for a second. Is this vision even remotely possible? Hydrogen trucks sound great on paper. Zero emissions, quick refueling, and the ability to travel long distances without the massive battery packs required for electric trucks. But there's a reason even industry giants like Tesla and Daimler have struggled with hydrogen. Hydrogen is expensive and inefficient to produce. There's almost no refueling infrastructure in place, and storing hydrogen safely in a truck is a massive engineering challenge. In other words, even if Nikola had been totally legit, it still would have faced an uphill battle. But as we soon find out, Nikola's problems ran deeper than just technological hurdles. Under mounting pressure, Trevor Milton stepped down as executive chairman on September 21, 2020. In his resignation statement, he insisted he was innocent and expressed his intention to fight the allegations against him. But his departure did little to repair the damage. The legal ramifications for Trevor Milton were severe. In July 2021, a federal grand jury indicted him on 3 counts of criminal fraud, alleging that he had misled investors about nearly all aspects of Nikola's business. The trial culminated in October 2022, with Milton being found guilty on 3 of 4 counts, including securities fraud. In December 2023, he was sentenced to 4 years in prison, marking a dramatic fall from the once lauded entrepreneur. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York stated Trevor Milton lied to investors again and again. Fake it until you make it is not an excuse for fraud. After Milton's departure, Nikola scrambled to rebuild its credibility. The General Motors deal was drastically scaled back. GM no longer planned to produce the Badger, and Nikola had to pivot toward producing actual hydrogen-powered trucks. The company's first real product, the Nikola Tre, was an electric semi-truck aimed at the commercial market. But skepticism remained high. Investors who had once thrown money at Nikola without a second thought were now wary. Financially, the company was also in trouble. Nikola's stock, which had once traded at over $90 per share, tumbled to below $2. Layoffs, production delays, and supply chain issues added to the company's woes. Still under new leadership, Nikola has made some progress. The Nikola Tre has entered production, and the company is working on hydrogen infrastructure. But the damage done by Milton's fraud is difficult to erase. Now, the future of Nikola? Can it recover? Well, Nikola is still in the game, but its path to redemption is steep and uncertain. Under new leadership, the company is pushing forward with legitimate hydrogen-powered trucking solutions, this time without the hype. Yet, with industry giants like Tesla, Daimler, and Volvo miles ahead, catching up won't be easy. The biggest hurdle, rebuilding trust. Investors, customers, and partners remain wary after past scandals. While Nikola is striving to deliver real products, its reputation casts a long shadow. If the company can successfully roll out its hydrogen and electric trucks, it might carve out a niche in clean energy trucking. But one thing is clear, the blind faith it once enjoyed is gone, replaced by a hard lesson on the cost of overpromising and underdelivering. Nikola's rise and fall offers a stark warning about the dangers of hype-driven investing. The EV industry is full of ambitious claims, but without real technology and execution, those claims are worthless. 1. Charismatic founders are not enough. Milton's downfall highlights the risks of putting blind faith in a persuasive leader. Investors, desperate to find the next Elon Musk, ignored glaring red flags. While vision, yes, is important, it must be backed by substance. 2. Due diligence is critical. Nikola's investors, including institutional giants, failed to conduct proper due diligence. The fact that GM nearly partnered with Nikola without thoroughly vetting its technology is a prime example of how excitement can cloud judgment. 3. The fake-it-till-you-make-it mentality has limits. Silicon Valley, where a lot of innovation and high-tech companies reside, is known for embracing the idea of faking it until success is achieved. But while software companies can iterate quickly, hardware companies, especially those producing vehicles, don't have that luxury. Engineering takes time, and shortcuts can have disastrous consequences. Nikola's story is one of the wildest corporate sagas in recent history. A company that went from billion-dollar darling to scandal-ridden disaster in just a few years. Trevor Milton once claimed Nikola would change the world. Instead, it became a cautionary tale about the dangers of hype, fraud, and blind investor optimism. Now, can Nikola claw its way back? Maybe. But one thing's for sure, people won't forget what happened anytime soon. Nikola dreamed big, but in the end, it crashed even harder. Thank you for riding with us till the end. Kindly like the video and subscribe to this channel for more.